Welcome back to Shadow of the Erdtree, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and look at what I got. Lucky drop, you could say. I happen to be running past the Fire Knight that's at the bottom of this elevator, as a matter of fact, and he dropped the Great Sword. So, if I had to pick one word to describe this weapon, it would be disgusting. I mean, just look at that damage. This thing is absurd. It's abysmally strong. And I'll tell you why, because it's got a B scaling in Faith. Usually, when you do the flame art scaling on the weapons, they will cap it like a C, even at plus 24. This guy's got a B. So, what we're going to do in today's episode, the first order of business, is we're going to backtrack just a little bit through the Shadow Keep, because I saw there was a sneaky item that was down in some water, and then there were a couple other items here and there that we needed to grab. And here, I'll show you what this thing's capable of. Watch. Let's wake this guy up with a backstab. I mean, just look at that. It's absurd. It is insanely strong. Like, there's no reason for this thing to be this strong. None. Apologizing in advance for the frame rate. If the level wants to just do that thing it did in the last episode and give us a hard time, there's not a whole lot I can do about it, but I promise I'm sorry. Hey, how do we miss this? That's more fire grease. I'll take it. We do have Shadow Militia over here. We don't want to forget about them. Never turn your back on those dudes. That's my advice to you. Here we go. This is probably how we're supposed to get to this weapon. Or, not weapon, god, this item. And it made me take fall damage. Goodness. Better be good. I hate this game. I hate it, man. I can buy those. Not cool. How am I supposed to get back up? Is there something behind the waterfall, perhaps? Doesn't look like we're going to fall. Hey! What do you know? Look at that. There's a ladder. Okay. Was not expecting... Hey, what the hell? There was another way to get down to it. Hold on a second. Let me see what this is. If this leads up to where the opposite side, where the other Shadow Militia are, I'm going to be pissed. Concern it? I'm pissed. Not really. But it's kind of embarrassing. I can't believe I missed that so easily. So now we're going to go down here. What do you know? It's like the game keeps doing that thing that I'm telling you guys about. I keep telling you guys the game does this thing where I feel like I have a plan. I know where I want to go. And the game just goes, really? Let me just do something about that, pal. You don't know anything. Certainly not where you're going. I do be looking for these fake walls. You know that. Alright, who they got locked down here in the dungeon? Nobody? Not even an artist to accredit this painting to? Domain of Dragons painting. Oh, Lord, so it's a painting that gives us some lore on the fuck you lands. One could say that my instincts with those damn walls is quite good. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. What's this? Sneaky. What the hell? What's the point? Okay. Now I feel dumb. I've been got, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God, why do I keep doing that? It's so dark. The game doesn't want you to find anything. Not in this darkness. No, I promise I'm not going to roll into every single wall. Just most of them. What's this? Dude, I'm supposed to be backtracking and go finding other... like... Alright, let's see where it goes. I had a plan. I had a plan, guys. I was supposed to backtrack to go get some items that we missed in the Shadow Keep. And here we are, climbing in coffins. Probably going to take us to the purple place. Because I recall... we talked to that spirit, or we read the spirit's dialogue, at least, that was at the Grace back in the very first area. And it said something about writing a coffin is similar to writing someone's soul writing to the something. I don't remember what it said, but it did mention the purple place. So let's see if we're there. Damn, y'all. How easy would that have been to miss? I feel very fortunate that our inner Souls veteran, our exploration, did not allow us to miss out. I don't like this big empty room, man. Like, shouldn't there be something in here? Like, boss? Lock-on doesn't lie. I don't see anything. No items. No nothing. So, we must press on. Looks like we have a grace right away. That's always welcome. So, if not the scadu altus, where are we? Oh, I remember... I know it's above us. That's what I'm going to say. Is above us is poison place with the Miranda powders, where we first picked up that green item that we have. The where is it? I don't know what it is, or I don't know. There's something. We picked up some kind of poison item that's used for crafting. Is this going to be a visage? Hell yeah. And we could see this from above. Like, we were up on that cliff. Just above us. There were... What is going on here? Yes, please, give me my mount. One of these things is gonna wake up, dude. You think I'm stupid? I've played these games. We are gonna collect these visages, though. It's free real estate. We're gonna have to be very careful as we do it, though. And, you know, the other thing is, I think we're going to have to be proactive, and because I'm certain that one of those things is going to come alive in this field, I guarantee one's going to stand up and give us a hard time. Look, there it is. Our spirit summon is now available. So, the game is preparing us for confrontation, 100%. But I think we should probably make some of those visage pots in preparation for the visages that it's probably going to throw at us. Wouldn't you think? It's giving us quite a few of these. I'm thinking the game is either telling me, yo, you're going to have to use quite a few of these, or it's telling us our aim is bad. Yeah, so we're probably going to have to find a way to... Whoa! Probably going to have to find a way to get up and throw it into his... big old head, I would think. The ruins of Unte, or Unte. Okay, just trying to get in here real quick, just to take a sneak peek. That looked like a seriously devastating attack that he has. Don't think I want anything to do with that. So, I say we run in this direction, knowing that that guy, Burning Godzilla, is now aggroed on us, and we don't really have any chance of beating him, unfortunately. Because I don't have any of those pots made. Is there anything in this place? Normally in these ruins there's something. Some kind of loot. What are you doing in here, man? Well, hold on. This is a suspicious tunnel. I'm not gonna get got. Alright. Oh, shit. He is trying to get in here. Damn. Okay, hold on. Let's not die to Burning Godzilla. Let's press on. I know, man. I know. It's a tragedy. It's truly terrible, whatever happened to you guys. I don't know what it is. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I don't care. Oh, shit. He's doing that again. Damn it. How on earth is that hitbox as diabolical as it is? Hopefully that won't get all the way over here to me. All I'm trying to do is get this item, man. Thank you. I have like 12 of those. Way too many. Ah, here we go. Shit. Well, I've figured out where I need to stand in order to beat him. I just have to actually do it. And I can't craft anything because he's aggroed on me. Don't mind me. I'm just looting this item, man. Oh no. I picked it up. What you going to do about it? Guess he's not going to do anything. Alright, so I say we head this way, because I'm not really seeing a way to get up high enough to where we can actually throw the correct damage pots at that guy. So I think I'm just going to hit this Grace, and maybe we'll come back to him later. Alright. So let's see what's going to be waiting for us beyond. Oh boy, looks like we have Miranda powders, all shapes and sizes. We have some goats through here. Can we scale upward? No, doesn't look like it. Yee. Well, that's just mean. Oh boy, we better be on the lookout. Oh, geez, look, round 2. Okay, so definitely be on the lookout for giant missing portions of the cliff. It's kind of horrifying. Uh-oh, is this flies? Yep, it sure is. Let's take care of these guys. We know they don't like fire. So this thing is, you guessed it, it's considered an ultra great sword. It's a colossal weapon, so it is very slow. But that's okay, because the damage that it does is supplemental for the speed in which it attacks. Take care of you. So as long as your swings are calculated and your aim is good, you're fine. And yes, you're correct. In many cases, mine is not. Get out of here. And it looks like we have more of these sort of ethereal gravestones and stuff. I can see the grave birds in the distance as well. Let's absolutely take care of these flies. I say flies, plural. I only see one, but there's never just one. See what I mean? Look. We're gonna take care of the flies before we engage with the grave birds, because we know that they're going to cause trouble for us. It doesn't look like those are the ones that shoot the ghost flames, so we don't necessarily have to get rid of them right this second. But eventually we're going to make our way over there. We will have to worry about it. Well, shoot. The strong attack certainly gets rid of them in one hit. Love that. I don't know the range of this attack, so... Oh no, use it! There we go. So as long as they're in it, the damage is quite good. Oh, that sucked. But, no! I was gonna say, at least I got the buff. So let's do that. Alright, good, good, good. And we can just get our health back. No, we will not. We can get our health back using the Taker's Cameo. Not worried about it. Get chomped. And give me that very inappropriate level of smithing stone. Another grace! Thank goodness. So where... I guess it would be here. We would need to drop off at this point in order to circle around and get to where the grave birds are, and then we can make our way to the grace. So here's our plan. Let's go ahead and follow this all the way to the end, see if there's an item or anything like that. No, doesn't look like it. So we'll get the grace in a second. What we're going to do first is go deal with the grave birds. And it looks like fairly straightforward. All we're going to have to do is run up this cliffside here. Do not give my position away, Bambi. So there's an item there. Looks like a purple item. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 grave birds that I can see. What's that? Is that another... Oh, God. It's another rhinorcupine. That's what I'm calling them. Another look at the fuck you lands. Check it out. We're pretty close to the base of the cliff now, which means without dying, we should theoretically be able to get a good look at that massive dragon corpse, wherever it is. Definitely looking forward to examining that once we get close enough to see it for ourselves. Alright, just for the sake of making this easy on ourselves, because we know how shit goes sideways with these damn birds, we're going to use Old Reliable. This sword is going to get the job done. So that appears to be a developer message right there. I'm wondering what the game is going to try to tell us as soon as we're able to read it. I don't think so. I'll take that smithing stone. Okay, there's 2 more, it looks like. That's it. One at a time, gentlemen. Come on over. Easy peasy. So let's check this out, shall we? I'm curious to see who left it. I shall find my center under the cascading waters. It does not show like a silhouette of who left it, though. Normally it's like an NPC, you know what I mean? Maybe not this time. The dry leaf seal. Okay. Okay, maybe it was left by one of the dry leaf users. It could have been left by Dane, for all we know. How do I get back up? Or I guess I don't. Maybe I gotta keep going down. Fine by me, as long as we don't die, right? Probably should have grabbed that grace before doing all of this, because something tells me that I'm either gonna have to warp back up and fight my way through all the flies again, or maybe, just maybe, there will be some kind of ladder or something, some kind of quality of life feature that will allow us to go back up. It'd be nice. Okay, so that is a scarab. Looks like a good one, from what I can tell. He is pearlescent. Usually that means they're going to drop an Ash of War or a really good upgrade stone. I'll take either. But first, we're going to backtrack a little bit, because we did get a peek of this from above. And yes, to answer your question, I only have 15 strength, so I have to two-hand this weapon. It's the only way I can actually use it effectively, but even without having the full stat requirements for this thing, the damage is just ridiculous. Wow, I didn't even notice I was standing on that thing. That's horrifying. Hate those things. They are seriously the worst. And I guarantee there's going to be a bunch of them through here. Yep. Oh, come on. And that's the other thing, is they're like awkwardly placed against the ground, man. So it's like you have to free aim your camera to hit them most of the time, which is a little bit irritating, but not necessarily the end of the world. And I'm really going to exercise the beauty of not having to fight these things. So to me, there's no reason to even get rid of them, because for one, they don't drop a lot of runes, and I'm not farming them for anything, so they can just go to hell. Wow, this is kind of like big labyrinth. And we know that these Miranda powders are going to be super easy because we have fire, right? Like, they're not going to give us any issues. We have their bane, the very key to their demise, clutched in our hands. Both hands, because I don't have the strength requirement. Do this. Try to get that poise break if we can. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? There we go. Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. Die. Now you're on fire. I really hope it hurts a lot. I'm gonna give you one of these. You think I don't know what it takes to care for plants? The first lesson is they must be grateful to be in your home. If they're not, no amount of love and care you give them is going to keep them alive. I want everybody watching to remember that before you buy any plants. Before you decide to take the journey, take the plunge, so to speak, to take care of some plants, just know that. If you buy an unhappy plant, no amount of love you give it is going to keep it alive. Only buy happy plants. So this is the item I was talking about. And it was a Erdtree fragment. What do you know? Ended up being totally worth it, because I'm not necessarily sure how many of those we need to appropriate the difficulty level of this DLC, So far, we haven't been struggling, so something tells me that we're progressing at a perfectly acceptable rate. So that was a relatively simple excursion. Thank God it didn't branch off into yet another path. That would have been... that would have been a headache. But now what we're going to do is we're going to find a way to get down to that beetle that we saw, and depending on how far this direction takes us and what direction it goes, we may have to warp back up to try to progress a little bit further. I'm gonna have to aim down for these guys. Fine with me. These ones in particular, I'll waste my time killing them because they're guarding loot. And the loot is mine. It belongs to me. They cannot have any of it. Hello, dry leaf stuff. All right. And would you look at that? We found Winding Stair, number 2. So let's go ahead and do our thing, shall we? Let's take this guy by surprise. Oh, oops. All that prep for nothing. So what's going on over here with these winding stairs? Let's take a look over here, because I have a feeling this dead ends first. And I'm usually wrong when I say that. Oh, looks like there's an item here that we definitely don't want to miss. I'll take that. Sir, I need you to just stop that. So yes, okay, we can definitely get down here if we do that. If we take those winding stairs, we can get down, but it kind of looped around in the other direction as well, past the scarab, and I'm curious to see where that goes. One of these ways is going to dead end. I can feel it, and we're going to find out which one it is today on Dragon Ball Z. We are going to just go for it, man. Let's get ourselves prepared. Whoever you are, come quietly. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Holy shit. Wow. He does a lot of damage, okay? No! How did he dodge that? Goodness. So he's using a great katana. Okay, got it. That's an interesting Ash of War that he's doing. Oh, God. I thought I could land the charge. Can't. Ugh. And yes! That was super satisfying, man. Holy shit, he can cover a lot of ground with that, and it just keeps going. Interesting. I wonder if that's the Ash of War that he's gonna give us. And yes! Come here, bitch. No! My stab is better than yours, although yours did more damage than mine. So he'll do it 6 times, damn. So that dude, he did not really vary his attacks up at all. Like, everything he did was incredibly repetitive and straightforward. But the thing is, he did a lot of fucking damage, though. So, who was that guy? Rakshasa. Did we read any items that had that name? Why do I feel like I recognize that name? I probably don't, but for some reason I feel like we picked up a talisman or some kind of item that had that dude's lore in it. Let's see about that weapon he dropped. It was another great katana. Oh shit. It's Grandpa Rivers of Blood. A great katana with the tempering pattern of its blade forever stained red with blood. Weapon of Rakshasa, who cuts down and devours. A berserker's weapon used to endure enemy attacks and reply with one's full fury. When attacking, the wielder is less likely to stagger from counterattacks, but will also take increased damage. Okay, and that ability is called Weed Cutter. This thing gives you increased poise, but it increases the amount of damage you take. Let's see if there's any juicy lore in his armor. So his armor looks like the fingerprint armor. It's just red. Helm of Rakshasa, soaked in the spurting blood of her victim. Oh, it's a woman! Tatters of ragged cloth jut out haphazardly as if her lust for carnage threatens to break free. Increases damage dealt to foes, but greatly increases damage taken by the wearer. Cut down and devour. Only those who repeat the cycle without rest can truly subvert the self and become Rakshasa. Damn, dude, I feel like Yura would just fall in love with whoever this person is. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not fingerprint armor. So all the pieces do that. All the pieces increase the damage that you do, but they increase the damage that you take. So it really does, though. It does look just like fingerprint armor, but just rusted and bloody. It's pretty metal. Alright, folks, I backtracked just a little bit because it didn't look like there was going to be any way for us to get back up here. And not that we need this grace, it's not super dire, but I wanted it, you know? I don't want to miss out on it because there could also be an item sitting over here that we don't want to miss. So let's go ahead and light this grace, and we'll see what's waiting for us. Maybe. Alright, let's investigate. Let's see if there's anything sneaky waiting around the corner, perhaps. Looks like there might be. More flies. Joy. But here's kind of the thing I was pointing out is we can use these gravestones to get down, right? Because that's going to be our next objective, is going to go down where these rip porcupines are. And as dangerous as they are, we're going to mess with them. It's what we do. So let's go ahead and scale down these rocks. We'll deal with the flies as they appear. And we're going to follow this cliff around because it's looking like it may potentially go somewhere. Die. I have none of your shit. Not today. Not any day. No. Do you see more flies out here on the field? So we're going to be careful. Oh god, there's an ascetic. Come on, stop, just let me do the thing. Come on. Oh my god. I missed! Heal! Heal! Charge attack! Break his poise! Or just kill him. Whatever. I don't care which one. Shoo! That was not the right weapon to have. We definitely want Milady for those guys. But now, let's do this. Let's see if we can get this Rain of Fire going. I wonder... I'm curious to know if the Rain of Fire is going to have decreased damage because it's raining, but I don't care. Because we can just do this. No! Get off me! No way. He was already dead, but because the attack connected, I still got hit. That's wild. No way. There's no way. That tree could become Elden Lord for shielding the fly from that blast. There's no way. There we go. Get melted. It's probably safer to stay on Torrent for sure, because at least they can't grab us. The Village of Flies. What do you know? We have found the bullshit capital. Yeah? Have I stumbled into your neighborhood? Place is mine now, bitch. Oh, what do you know? A spirit ash. Okay. We'll take that. Get out of here. You're nothing. You're vermin. Absolutely nothing. I will destroy all of you. Without a second thought. Man, whose idea was it to put this place here? A fly village? Like, I mean, come on. Who asked for this? Oh god, not another one of these guys. Shit, I missed. Hold on, you have to re-strategize. Nope. Nope. Definitely cannot let those guys live. Not while the flies are active. Terrible, terrible idea. Oh man, we got the man-fly ashes. 3 for 1. Bro, this sword is good. It's so good. So now what we're going to do is... we're not going to forget this item. A horn tender, even though I don't really have a use for that. Alright, folks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make our way down winding stair number 2. Not before we shoot this guy. I happen to just take a peek and see this, and I want to know what's in there. Are you kidding me? The shit that I do for shinies, man. Are you kidding me? Man, this better be good. Hey, the Moldmonger's Bell Bearing. Cool. We could probably buy the Fly Mold, which I will say, if you're a fan of the Taco Bell pot, which I am, could be a great thing for you. So I guess it's not all bad. Okay, so at least this is relatively easy to scale down. Some of these winding stairs can be an absolute bitch. Like, I mean, they can be straight up dangerous if you're not careful. And would you look at that? We have winding stair number 3. Let's go ahead and deal with this guy in the way that we know will work. So this is kind of interesting. These guys, they have more poise than the boss, it seems, because I'm at least able to break the boss version's poise with, like, I think it only took about 4 of those. There's one Erdtree fragment. So I wonder why these guys are just way beefier and have more poise. And thank you, the rain finally stopped, so we can at least see what we're doing now. Damn, those guys can cover a lot of distance. It's kind of horrifying. There we go. So you can break their poise. Yeah. A giant boulder down your throat. We got another one. Sweet. That was totally worth it. Those guys are really not that bad. I don't know why I was so afraid of them. It's like they're super easy to kill if you just know what to do. Hey, here we go. Almost missed this. I'll take some scorpion liver. Goes great on salad. So, as scary of a thought it is, it looks like the only next option for us, because there's really nothing else out in these fields other than just the hippos, I think we're going to have to do the next winding stair. Let's get to it, and maybe not die in the process, huh? That'd be great. Oh boy, it is getting dark down here. I'm starting to see the ethereal gravestones, and that familiar fog is coming back, so if I know how to detect reoccurring themes, I would say that we're probably about to find another catacomb. And that's fine with me, because so far, they've been outstanding. I've loved both of the catacombs that we found so far. The Death Knight is an outstanding boss, even if he doesn't make a comeback. And what do you know? Shadow Militia. Holy shit. Shadow Militia that hit like an absolute freight train. Yep, what do you know? We found one of these, so I would say a catacomb is dead ahead. Let's do it. Let me in! There's Shadow Militia trying to kill me. Maybe next time, losers. The Dark Light Catacombs. That is an inviting title. I dare say we may have some serious fun on our hands. But it's going to have to wait till next time, because we are at time on this episode, folks. So this one, wow. All the branching paths, I'm telling you. When I pick a direction in this game, it consistently proves me wrong when I think it's either going to loop around or it's going to take us back into some kind of familiarity, because we could not have skewed further away from what I intended to do in this episode. But I'm not complaining, because that just means there's a lot of content left in this DLC. It means there's a lot to do. And we get that familiar, amazing ambient music that I'm a huge fan of. I can already hear it in this catacomb. So I'm looking forward to that next time. But thank you guys so much for continuing to join me on Shadow of the Erdtree. I think that this episode was a really good field test for the Flame Knight Greatsword. This thing's busted. It's bonkers. It's really good. And I'll probably go back to the other weapons in the next episode and give this thing a little bit of cooldown because we don't want this to be too easy, right? So, thanks so much for joining me on today's episode of Shadow of the Erdtree. I've been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I will catch you guys in the next video.